Say hello, Mr. O. Say hello, buddy. Say hello to the YouTubes and the Patreon. Oh, he's pissed. What's good, y'all? What's good? How y'all doing? Today we're gonna be getting into episode 11 of season 2 for Solo Leveling. Just moved into a new place, messing around with all the camera angles and all this crap. This stuff is always, I mean, it's fun to do, but it's also stressful because I'm such a perfectionist. I can never get it the way I want it to be exactly. So, but the movie is mostly done at this point, which I am grateful for because it's been a hell of a week. Moving is literally the worst. Let's go and recap the character ratings from last time. We gave MVP to, I'm gonna call him the Fire Hunter, man, the Fire Mage, head of the Hunter Guild. I can never remember his name, but just seeing his powers on display was really cool. I loved, I don't know, just like the different unique ways he used it. And for the best moment, we gave that to Godo versus Jinwoo's fight. So freaking dope. Anytime we get to see Jinwoo compared to another hunter, it's always fun. And Godo seems like he's pretty legit. Lastly, for the funniest moment, we gave that to Jinho when he gets his face scrambled by Jinwoo's underage babe. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. I'll never get over that, y'all. But yeah, it should be a fun one. I mean, we left off on a huge cliffhanger with the Japanese hunters getting axed, or one of them getting axed. Ushi, really? Look at this. Look at this thing. You for real, bro? All right, come here. I pull out my desk drawer for him so he can lay down. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm imagining Jinwoo's gonna have to teleport in to help out, because unless Godo can handle this dude, which I doubt he can, they're gonna be pretty screwed. All right, buddy, get out of here, get out of here. But yeah, I think with that being said, we can go in and get into these episodes. If y'all do want to see early access or uncut, check out the Patreon. We'll be 4 weeks ahead there, although at this point I'm pretty sure there's only 12 episodes in season 2. So if you want to see episode 12 a little early, go ahead and check it out. But appreciate y'all being here to watch either way. Let's go ahead and get into this. Dude, that's a cool shot. The rotation of it. Holy shit, him too? Bro, if I saw 2 S ranks get axed right before me, oh my God. Shit, insane. Yeah, these were the ones who I don't know, were the ones who stopped them last time in the first episode of season 1. And now they got a way stronger one. Smooth with it. You definitely have a lot more experience. Ooh, does he have some kind of visual ability? It makes sense with his eyes when they glow. It's cool. Oh, man. It's not good that they can't sense the other one though. Dude, they take its bodies too?
まさかどうしたなんだこの花をつく匂いは
Dude, wow. They've done such a great job with the animation of people's facial expressions in this show. Man, it's horrifying. Oh my god. Damn, the queen is freaking huge.
それならこちらもそれ相応の準備で答えましょう
Is he buffing them? What a support. If any of y'all game, I want to know what class y'all usually choose. Support, you like DPS? What y'all doing? I always like DPS, of course, most popular.
普段ここまでの力は使わないので今日は全て出し切るしかないみたいですね
That's dope. Awesome frame.
そうだ力を出し惜しむ必要はない醜い姿になってでもこの虫けらども一匹
Wow, man, he's like a werewolf. It's just they called it a magic beast transformation. Honestly, wild that they're broadcasting this live. I feel like this would never happen. Although, maybe not. These days with the internet and everything, that there's videos of everything online. And here's our tank, man. Cool. See, this is what I would be. I'd be like the bowman. That was like the main skill I'd always train in like RuneScape when I used to play. 99 range, baby. Some arrow rain. Get food. I wonder if there's like any special moves that Shaheen has. I feel like we haven't, outside of her just being precise and elegant, we haven't really seen like her special abilities.
今だ一気に攻めるぞこいつを食らいな
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on what she's gonna be like. Yeah, she's just gonna be like really durable. Doesn't look like she'd be like super like strong necessarily. Although, let me eat my words. Oh shit. This is why you need support. He's got a perfect attitude for a support too. Bernard or crisp. Oh, is she calling for him? Oh, here we go. Pop off. Dude, so cool. Man, she kind of reminds me of what's the character from League of Legends? The one with like the blade. Is it Fiona or something? Fiora? I don't remember. Damn, she's gassed. Oh, let's go. She's built different. I mean, that's huge. Now they can't like spawn more ants, right? But obviously this bigger threat is definitely not. Maybe long term it is. Man. I really don't want to see any of these guys get their heads axed.
大変です。アリたちが巣の方へ向かってます。
何が起きている？情報を集めて報告しろ。
Terrifying.
火炎の牢獄が破られた。どういうことだ？まだ予定の時間には早いだろう。
Oh shit, here we go, bro. Yeah, soundtrack, so cool.
背筋が凍りそうな威圧感にこの
Smells real bad.
あれはただのモンスターじゃない。
ためらっている余裕などない。奴を倒さねば。
Oh god. Is it eating it? Oh god. Oh. Bro.
チャンスだ。やめるな。
Dude, this thing's insanely strong. Oh no, not back to, man. Dude, they're all getting massacred. This thing's insane, dude.
驚け。我々には強い味方がいる。
Yeah, thank God.
スキル、偽装。これで隠密のように姿を隠す。
Mm.
動けないという欠点もあるが、俺がいる限り、うちのチームは負けない。
Yeah, thank God he's there, dude. They'd all be screwed. Oh my God. It's like the Hulk with Loki. Pop, pop, pop.
偽装を使っているのに、まさか。
Oh no.
UFO さん、逃げて。
Dude, that's so sad. I don't like these freaking ants, man.
お前たちは弱い。こちらは女王がやられた。お前たちの王はどこだ。外いるつわものが。
Hmm. Probably Godo, I assume. Oh, jeez Christ, dude, they can't catch a break.
今俺たちが向かっている。そっちが
They're in for a real surprise, man. I mean, I don't think Godo even stands a chance. I don't think Jinwoo would stand a chance against this thing.
定期連絡が遅くなっているようだが、
視聴者が出ました。
おお、それは予期せぬ点。君がいれば数人かけたところで問題ないだろう。
ところで向こうは今女王のところか。はい。ですがつい先ほど妨害電波が無力化され、外のアリが女王の巣に戻っていくのを確認しました。それで彼らがそこから生き残る確率は？あの戦力では 0% です。いいぞ。
Hmm.
我々日本は全力を尽くしたが協力国は全滅したためやむを得ず一時退。隣国の戦力をそぎつつ我々が S 級ゲーム
Sleazy man. Yeah, okay. They ain't gonna work it that way, that's for sure.
松本会長から命令が下りた。撤収する。 遺体の回収は後ほど。石だ。ブラボーと共に会場の舞台と降臨。次に備えろ。
Man, he's unfazed. Yeah, he's next level.
凄まじく鋭いオーラ。
お前が王か。
王。そうだ。私が王だ。なんだこの魔力。この感覚。前にも味わったことがある。
You compare it to Jinwoo? Man, they're all cooked.
頼みの綱の知恵ももう
This is where Jinwoo's gonna come in.
ここまでか。
He put shadows beyond them. Yep. Yeah. Let's go, dude.
なんだこの黒い兵士は。ホーガン
Goosebumps. Goosebumps, man. Let's freaking go. So cool. That was a hard episode to watch, though, man. Sad. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move forward the review section here. This episode did not disappoint, y'all, man. I think just off the bat, the savagery of this episode made it. I don't know. I feel like this is probably the most dark tone we've had, or the most gruesome tone of Solo Leveling that we had since probably the first two episodes with the statue and everyone just being absolutely decimated. I mean, I think we've seen other times too where hunters were getting just clapped left and right, but to see it with S-rank hunters is a whole different beast. You could tell they're not used to this level of an opponent and being at this much risk. You know, I think off the bat, like the very first scene with those three hunters who we saw the last one get their head chopped off at the very end of last episode is a good example of, like, you know, them trying to like still fight this guy and like not realizing, or this guy, the Black Ant, without realizing just how outmatched they are. I mean, even Goto, I mean, it seems like, you know, he was like the only one that we saw that actually blocked, I guess, like an attack from the Black Ant. But even we see like his sword break, or it seems like it's a sword. So doesn't really seem like anybody actually is like on the same level as this Black Ant, and you can really see it through their, you know, they convey it really well with like the facial expressions of all the hunters as they see him. I love the detail that they have, and the way they've drawn all the characters, like the, you know, the absolute fear in their eyes, right? Like, or disgust, or even anger, right? They display the emotions really well in this episode. But yeah, that thing killed so many S-rank hunters, like a few squads, absolutely decimates the squad that we have come to know. And of course, the worst of all, the saddest part is Byung-gyo getting absolutely just, I don't know, it wasn't even like he got like torn to shreds. He just got taken out in such a sad way, you know, just seeing that, him having his arm through him and him being like held up by it, just so sad. And yeah, and then him saying, run, right? Just so sad, man. That moment though, really, really great. I love that moment. I also really like the part where, you know, Goto is about to face off with the Black Ant, and we kind of see Goto's internal dialogue, and he has this like, he's like, I've felt this presence before, this felt something familiar, and he felt it was like Jinwoo's presence. So once again, Jinwoo kind of being compared to a magical beast in some sense, or maybe, you know, he's kind of feeling like the power, it could be like a level of power scan where like, hey, Jinwoo is like this kind of level, you know. So maybe we have hope yet, but just based on what we've seen, I don't know, man. This ant seems like you would need someone like Jinwoo's father to come and maybe help out. I don't know, man. This thing seems OP. I also just wanted to shout out some of like the creative stuff they did with you know, the animation, particularly that opening scene with the CG of like the head rolling off and the POV of it, as you can like see, you know, it's like flipped upside down, so the head's going, I guess, upside downwards, and you can see the comrade's shocked expression. I just think that's such a creative way to do a scene like that. I don't know, it, in my opinion, that kind of stuff adds to the tone of the darkness in this episode, the brutality in this episode. Or for example, when that one ice S-rank hunter like enshrouds himself in the ice and then the Black Ant like shatters it, you know, you don't know if he's dead, but like just based off the way they shattered it all in tiny little pieces coming off his face, crack, you know, just splitting all apart, you know, you can tell just based off the way they animated it just how brutal that was. So shout out to the animators in this episode. I'm curious on what the original art looked like for it, because I've heard really good things about the art in the it's not a manga, I forgot what they call it again. So many people have told me to. I need to remember the name of the equivalent of manga in Korea, but yeah, I've heard really good things about the drawing, and you know, it's all color and stuff. So maybe I'll need to go back at some point, kind of look up some of these scenes within and see how the author actually drew, because that'd be pretty cool. Now I am interested in kind of what's next here, because obviously Jinwoo shows up at the end, but I don't know, like just based on what we've seen, I find it hard to believe that Jinwoo could take this guy one-on-one. I mean, he has the Wyvern, and you know, he's an air advantage, but I'm assuming this ant can probably fly too, like the other ones. So maybe he doesn't have that. I don't know. In some sense, I think it would make sense if Goto's still alive and him and Goto can take on the ant together. But then again, based off what we see, like that little sneak peek of Goto's sword breaking, I don't know, man, it's not looking good for him. So very curious to find out. Definitely going to be a tough week to wait for me to record the next one. All right, let's go and move on to the character ratings. For MVP, I'm going to give it to Byung-gyo. I mean, he was very useful in these episodes. You can see how important he was for the multiple times where they got hurt, even against the last Black Ant here. But I kind of wanted to give it to him because I thought his death was the most impactful for me personally. You just see how important he is to that group, and even though we haven't known his, you know, his character for super long, you know, we've seen him since the very beginning of the show. I don't know, it felt deeper than all these other, you know, Japanese S ranks who we know are strong, but like don't have much attachment to at this point. And so seeing this happen, you know, seeing his backstory of how he was hesitant to come here, he was scared, and for him to die here like this in this way, and still just caring about his comrades at the end to tell them to run. He gets MVP for that, man. Shout out to him. For the best moment, I'm gonna give that to Jinwoo when he shows up at the end. His shadows come out and protect them all. Really cool. They're all shocked, but I love how it ends, where he just says exchange. so freaking cool. And obviously, like he's sitting on top of like a skyscraper or something, and the camera's like panning over. Just very, very well done. Love it. And then no funny moments this episode. This was an absolutely brutal episode, so I can't give out a funny moment unless I'm a little sadistic and I like all the heads rolling off or something. But personally, I'm not as much of I like dark humor, but not when all these characters are getting axed left and right. But yeah, good episode, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here to watch with me. If y'all enjoy this one, consider dropping a like, commenting, check out the Patreon in the link below if y'all want to get uncut reactions, all that good stuff. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day and a really good week, and I'll catch you for the season finale. Peace.